What's up, everyone, and good afternoon. I know you guys are all driving home on your way to work. You know what? It's just been one of those days for me, very long between yesterday and today. Just been overwhelmed with information, but today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to keep yourself grounded during challenging times. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for you guys to jump on, so maybe we could have some Q&As if you guys want to just ask questions, if you guys are, whatever you feel in your heart that I'm saying that you just want to have an answer for. I'm willing to just give you what I have, what I can, to make sure that you succeed at whatever it is that you're trying to succeed at. So, with that being said, hey Gina, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna wait a little bit to have more people in, and I just want to share, some of the things that we overlook, some of the simple things that we kind of overlook every day when it's right in our faces, and it's like crazy that we just don't see it because we're so blocked by the walls that we've personally put up. So it's something that I really want to they're very simple steps that maybe you might say, oh, I knew that, but you never apply it. You know what I mean? These are things that you can't just know what to do. You got to do what you have to do. You got to just do it. These are things that you have to, when you're doing growth within yourself, within your life, and you're trying to spread it out to the world, you have to make sure that you're staying grounded at all times, because life is always going to challenge you during these times, and you got to make sure you make it your business to show up to yourself. Forget about showing up to everybody else. Forget about showing up to your family, your friends, your coworkers, your job. Forget about that. It starts with you. It starts the way you wake up. So let me just start off by step number one is wake up being thankful. Be thankful. Read the Bible and meditate. Hola, Gladys. You got to make sure that the first thing you do before you grab your phone, before you wake up, before you even get out of the bed, make sure you have, next to your bed, make sure you have a thankful list. What are you thankful for? Read the Bible. Like I tell people all the time, read Psalm 23. It's worked for me. I just do it consistently every single day to make sure that I stay grounded. So whatever life has to throw at me, I'm prepared because I'm already thankful for what I already have. And I'm not, one of the things that people do, they go out into the world and they're so they're fighting the world for what it is instead of being thankful for what they have. So I want you to really think about that. I really want you to stay focused. Hey, Norris, I really want you to stay focused in that aspect of your world, of your life, is that when you read the Bible, and because some people, I've heard many people say, oh yeah, but I'm always thankful. I'm always thankful about this and that. But they don't have a list. But the problem is that when you don't have that list, life gets in the way. You're bombarded with overwhelming things in life, and you start overthinking things, and you start missing the main points of your life that you really need to focus on. So when you start getting too busy over here, you forget your core value. Your core value being your life. What are you thankful for? What makes you happy? What makes you click? What makes you focused? Those are the things you really need to start focus on every day in order for you to be successful within yourself. Forget about your job. Forget about being the best mom or best dad or best whatever. How about being the best you? Because when you become the best you can totally dominate the rest of the areas of your life. So stop trying to be Mrs. or Mr. Perfect over here when you're not even Mr. and Mrs. Perfect here. So that's something that you really need to understand. So that's step number one is read the Bible, meditate, and be thankful. Those are the first things you should do before you even touch your phone. Don't even have your phone yet, because when you open the phone, it's flooded with negativity. You don't want that, right? Of course not. Number two is stay faithful. Stay faithful to yourself. You know how they say, like, you know, in a relationship, you should be faithful. In your job, you should be faithful. You should be faithful in doing whatever it is that you do in life. But we fail to forget that we need to stay faithful within ourselves. How are you honestly asking yourself the tough questions? Because when you want to stay faithful to yourself, you got to ask yourself what it is that you're not doing. What is it that you're not doing every day that you should be doing to keep you in focus like a horse? When the horse has blinders, is to ignore the outside noise, the outside world, so they can stay focused in the path that you're trying to lead and you're trying to go. But you're not going to be there if you're constantly focusing on the negativity of the world. You got to stay faithful within yourself. Number 3, you got to stay positive at all times. If you're not staying positive at all times, guys, guess what? You're losing. You're missing the God. You're missing the gifts of God by not being positive on a daily basis. You got to stay positive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if it's the toughest thing you've ever gone through. I don't care if it's the easiest thing you've ever gone through. Whatever it is that you're going through, there's a purpose behind that. And if you don't understand what you're going through, you're never going to know how you're going to overcome it. You got to ask yourself those tough questions. Ask yourself, you know, why? Okay, this happened to me. What do I do now with what just happened so it doesn't happen again? Are you that person? Are you that person that, hi Jackie, are you that person that tends to relive the same thing over and over again? If you are that person, if you're one of my viewers right now, if you're that person that relives the same cycle over and over again, raise your hand. Raise your hand right now or say me. Just type in me at the bottom if you're that person that just lives like a merry-go-round type of life. If you live a merry-go-round type of life, Tara, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. If you live a merry-go-round type of life, guess what? That means you're not learning life's lesson. You're not learning life's lesson. Life's trying to teach you something, but you're so stuck in your past. You're stuck, your ego, your surroundings of the people that you surround yourself with are stopping you from reaching that next level because of judgment. You're afraid to be judged of making a decision that you've never done before or doing something you've never done before. But you need to stop right there. You got to take ownership of your body. This is your temple. This is your world. There shouldn't be anybody out there telling you that, you know, there shouldn't be anybody out there telling you that you should be going left, but when you want to go right. You know what I mean? You got to fight. You got to fight with faith, not against faith. You know what I'm saying? So think about what I just said. You got to fight with faith, not against faith. Because when you fight against faith, guess what? You're going to be stuck in the merry-go-round. It's just your life is going to be going round and round and round, and you're not understanding it. You're not getting it. So if you're on a weight loss journey and you're stuck somewhere, are you asking yourself, why am I still stuck there? And if you have a bad relationship and you just continue having a bad relationship after a bad relationship after a bad relationship, are you asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? If you're not happy at your job, are you asking yourself why you're not happy? What is it that you're not being fulfilled with in your job place right now that you're not succeeding or you're not fulfilled? Make a decision. It's a choice to be where you are right now. Either you're losing or winning. It's a choice. You choose where you want to go. You choose where you want to be. But you got to make that decision. You got to make those tough choices because nobody's going to make it for you. You're not going to get to the next level of life still focusing on the negativity that's going on in your life. It ain't going to happen. Who are you? Number four is who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are those people that you so-called friends? Who are those people that you so-called call co-workers? Who are those people that you so-called call family? Are they adding value to your life? Or are they devaluing you? You got to understand that you got to learn to value the interactions and not the distractions. You got to make sure that you start focusing on that. If you focus on the interactions with the people that you're surrounding yourself with, the distractions will never overtake you and they will never dominate you to get you to that next level. Because one thing that I heard from one of the messages that I normally hear on a daily basis, and I believe it was Tyson or one of those people, is for every level, there's another devil. You need to focus on that, because every level of success, there's always going to be someone trying to chop your ankles off, your legs off, to make sure you don't get to that next level of success, that next level of love, that next level of happiness. That's going to happen all the time. Hey, Maritza, how are you? That's going to happen all the time. And please interact with me right now. If what I've said thus far, does that make sense to you? Do you have a question of maybe where you're stuck right now? And I'll do my best to give you the answer that I feel best suits you. But understand this. I'm a person that I keep it real. I keep it real, raw, and straight to the point. I can make you cry like this. If you're paralyzed, Gina, if you're paralyzed right now, you're not keeping it real with yourself. You are not asking yourself those tough questions to get out of the rut that you're in. Because if you're still stuck in the same exact environment that you're on right now, you're afraid to make that change. You're afraid to make that next step to the next level of where you want to get to so that you can be the person you've always imagined yourself to be. But you're not going to get there still doing the same things you were doing yesterday. I'm sorry, it ain't going to happen. You're not going to get to yesterday if you don't live, you're not going to get to tomorrow if you don't live today focusing on yesterday. If you focus on yesterday, you're not living today. If you're not living today, tomorrow it ain't going to happen. You got to learn to fulfill yourself each and every second, every minute, every hour of every day in order for you to be fulfilled in the life that you're trying to lead. You're always, if you feel yourself as being paralyzed, that just means that you're not taking the risk. You're not taking the chances to wherever it is that you want to go in life. Am I freezing? You're not gonna. I guess for certain people, you gotta check because my internet is good. You're not gonna get to that level. You're never gonna reach success thinking about yesterday. The only thing the biggest nugget I can give you today is that. And I will probably say this 1,000,001 times because I think that people need to refresh this, is that your past is a beautiful thing. Your past is a beautiful thing. I don't know why it keeps freezing, but it's definitely not me. I'm good. Your past is definitely something. Your past is definitely something you need to focus on. Because if you don't focus on the things that has happened to you in your past, you're missing your gift. Everything that has occurred to you from the day you were born to today, till this second right now, has a purpose. But if you're missing that purpose, that just means that you're not learning from everything that you have gone through. Every gain, every loss of life that you've ever had within you, any mistake, every failure has a purpose and has a meaning to where you belong. All those are learning lessons. They're teachers of life for you to be able to be the person you've always wanted to become. So if you are not happy where you are right now, you need to reevaluate yourself. Stop focusing on the negativities, which is number 5 to me. Number 5 is probably the one that baffled my mind every time I scroll through my newsfeed, is how many people out there focus on the negativity. People, stop posting negativity. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. Listen, this dude right here, I'm not perfect. I am never gonna say I'm perfect. But I'm gonna tell you right now, where I apply my energy, that's how I feel. So if you feel that negativity drives you through each day, more power to you. But to be honest with you, I have my days. I have my ups. I have my downs. But I keep myself grounded by giving the energy to where it belongs. If you're not applying the energy to where it belongs, guess what? You're going to always feel the same feeling that you had yesterday. Why are you going to wake up thinking about yesterday when it already happened? Why are you still holding grudges from something that happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe last month? Why are you doing that to yourself? The other person, the other thing that you're holding a grudge on is probably over it and living their life, but yet you're stuck exactly where you are right now. Does that make sense? Like, doesn't that open your eyes to opportunity? Like, that's all it is. Stop overthinking life, guys. Overthinking life is not going to get you to thinking about life. If you overthink the next move that you need to make, you're going to be stuck exactly where you are exactly right now. So start thinking about what you want out of life and stop overthinking of what you're not going to do with life. Stop that. I may sound crazy, I may be loud, but I make sense. Because the one thing that I am gifted with is instilling the faith, positivity, and the will to change someone's life. For as long as they're willing to open up their heart, their mind. I can change your life if you just open your mind to it. But you gotta be willing to take the hits. Because those hits are just gonna be like those hits could be home runs or they could be foul balls all day. Let's go baseball terms here because that's my world. If I throw you a pitch and you hit a foul ball, that means you're not getting it. But if I throw you a pitch and you hit a home run, that means you're finally getting it. That means you're understanding the direction that you should be going, which is forward. You got to be able to move forward with faith to be able to live the life you was always meant to be. But if you're stuck right now in a rut, write down 10 things that you're thankful for. What are the 10 things you're thankful for right now so that you can start focusing on that every morning, on that every night, before you go to bed, after you wake up? That's what you need to focus on. I'm going to give you guys 2 or 3 minutes. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to leave it right there because the content that I have, I could go all day here. So if you have any questions, ask me questions. I'll try to answer for the next 5. The next 5 minutes is based on you. I want to help you. What advice can I give you to get to a next level? Give me something that I can share with you so I can get you past that little rut that you're in, that paralyzed phase. Because words, listen, being paralyzed, being stuck, being unfulfilled, being unhappy, I'm going to tell you right now, those are just words that people throw around as an excuse. Those words are used as an excuse. So now I'm going to ask you this question. What's behind those words is what's going to get you to be the successful, happy, fulfilled person you've always wanted to be. But if you're stuck in those 4 excuses, and there's more, I can go more, but I'd rather stick with 4. If you're stuck in those words, if whatever it is, give me, I just can do this all day. I'm so pumped. I get pumped when I talk like this. But get each one of you that is watching right now, Give me a word that you feel that is not helping you move forward in life. All right, Gina, you said paralyzed. You said paralyzed. Somebody else give me another word that you're stuck with out there, because paralyzed is just another excuse, guys. Give me another one. Share with me. Come talk to me. I know you're out there. I know you're watching, and I'm grateful for your time. I'm grateful for you just giving me the opportunity to share my wisdom, my faith, my positivity, and this is going to be something that I want to do on a daily basis, on a bi-weekly basis, by-day, whatever you want to call it. But I just want to bring you the best that I can so I can change your mindset. But financial, you know what? That's a choice. That's also a choice. Are you changing your habits? Are you changing your focus? Are you changing your mindset? Are you changing your body language? Are you changing the way you feel? Are you working on yourself? Because understand this, financial is another thing that's based on you, on your structure, on your mindset, on your body, on your soul, on how you eat. All that has to do with financial. All that has to do with everything that's going on in our life. People don't know. People don't even understand that. People might think I'm crazy by what I'm saying right now, but I'm telling you right now, how you eat, how you speak to yourself. When you look right now, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm actually looking at myself. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at myself. I'm speaking to myself. So these words that come out of my mouth hold value. Every time a word comes out, it has to do with me. Like I said, value the interaction, not the distractions, so that you can succeed at whatever it is you want to do out of life. Whatever it is that you want to be in life. If you're stuck where you are right now, make a change. Stop doing the same thing over and over again. What is the definition of insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. It ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. It just isn't. So with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time out. 22 minutes in. I'm grateful for your time. Please, after this message, you can go below. You can like, comment, share this video with whoever you feel that needs to listen to this. And comment below something that maybe you feel that you're stuck in, and I'll do my best to get you the right information to get you started to move forward with life. Have an amazing, positive evening, and always remember to have faith, not fear, and you will live the most happiest, fulfilling life you've ever wanted. God bless you all. Peace.